Welcome to today's recipe, which is a one pot wonder. You're going to find all of the ingredients listed in my one pot wonder Ninja Foodi cookbook, and I'm sure you're going to find it simple and easy to follow. All of these recipes are super easy to create. One Pot Wonders is about making amazing food in one pot that uses several of the functions and different methods to get the most out of your Ninja Foodi. And of course, with the least effort possible. What I love about all of these recipes is that they are inclusive. And this means that you won't need to be cooking your rice elsewhere or putting your hob on to cook your vegetables. These truly are full meals made in your Ninja Foodi. So I really hope you enjoy this recipe. Don't forget to hit the like button for me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as well if you haven't already. Let's get into today's one pot wonder, and I hope you really enjoy this. So let's make a start on this gorgeous Middle Eastern style dish. I have got a red onion, half a red onion, sorry, that is chopped there ready. I've got my coriander, and then I've got my spices and herbs and bits ready here. I've also prepped one white onion, so half of it is chopped up like that and half of it is sliced. And the most important thing to do, first of all, is to rinse your lentils under a tap and then sit them in some warm water. And the reason that we are soaking these in warm water is to start softening those, and that's going to allow these to cook at the same time as our rice under pressure. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my Ninja onto sear and saute. I'm going to add some oil into the bottom. And I'm just going to add the onions that I have sliced up. So this is the white onion in the slices it's going in. So this is for the lentils and rice that we're cooking right now. I do these first because we need to do these and then set them aside, and then they'll be used later on. So it's the first easy thing to start with. So just get them soaked up, covered in that oil, and now we want to cook them until they're nice and golden. Meanwhile, I've got my lamb mince in a large bowl here. Just going to start breaking that lamb mince up a little bit. And I'm going to be using sear and saute for the onion and the spices, and that will then go into this lamb. But let's add in what we can add at this stage. So the coriander can go in, no problem. And also a nice teaspoon of honey. And once the Ninjas are then free and those onions are cooked for the lentils and rice, we'll move on to start prepping the rest for our lamb kofta style meatballs. Give that a little mix. The other thing I can add in at this stage is I can add my salt. My onions are starting to go nice and soft, and we've got a golden edge, and I do want that nice kind of crispy edge to these. I think these are about right, so let's remove those. Perfect, onions removed. Now let's move on. So we're still on sear and saute. Now we're moving on to what's going into the lamb. So I've got my red onion here, so let's get that softening down. And then I have got my spices ready to go. So let's add all of those in as well. So we just want the spices to become nice and fragrant, and we want our onion just to soften down a little bit. You may need a little bit more oil in here for those. So you're probably going to want to give these sort of 5 minutes. Obviously, you know, they are going to continue to cook because these are going to go into that lamb mince and it's still going to go under pressure. But I just think it's really nice if you can get the flavours working together, really toast those gorgeous spices, and it really does make a difference to your overall flavour that you get. Right, I've let my onion and spices mixture just cool down before I add that into my lamb. And that's going to really flavour that so well. I've gone with a 20% fat lamb mince here. Normally I go for a lower fat option, but I thought with this it's going to keep these really nice and moist by having that extra fat content in there. Obviously, if you want to make it with a 10% fat one, then you can do that. So just mixing this together, and then we're going to form this into nice little kofta style meatballs. Right, so they are all shaped really nicely, and I have got 12 of those. They're fairly even, and I've made them into those sort of longer kofta shapes. If you want to make them into big balls, you can. It doesn't really matter what shape they are. They fit in here really nicely, so that when they are pressure cooked, that's going to work. But I would like a little bit of colour on the outside. This is optional. If you're in a rush, you don't need to do this if you don't want to. I'd like a little bit of colour on them. So I'm heating some oil in the bottom of the Ninja pot. I've just rinsed this. I haven't cleaned it properly. It's no point. It doesn't need it. So I'm going to now just brown those off. And when they're done, I will show you those again. So as you can see, I'm getting a little bit of colour on one side, just doing the other. Then I'm going to remove them and do the next batch. And I think it's just much nicer to have that colour on these. So I'm going to continue with using my pot, and it's got quite a bit of the lamb fat there in the bottom, but that's just going to add loads of flavour. So why clean it out? Let's go in with my white onion. Lovely. Still some heat in there as well. I'm going to put the sear and saute back on, but I'm going to lower that down. So we're just on a medium heat, not too high at this stage. So you're going to want to crush in your garlic. Oh, a fair amount of it there. And that's why I want my sear and saute just on a medium heat, because I don't want to burn my garlic. So you just want to cook this until it's really nice and fragrant. And we're getting a little bit of colour on our onions. Now they are sort of looking like they're colouring quicker than they are, just purely because of that lamb fat that we had in the bottom. As you can see, the bottom of the pot is nice and clean. Deglazed it, lovely. And then we want a teaspoon of ground coriander. Lovely. We're going to mix that in a moment. We've got some more spices to go in. Half a teaspoon of ground cumin, and a quarter of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and around half a teaspoon of salt. And now you can combine all of this together, and it's going to start smelling really, really good. Beautiful. The kitchen is smelling absolutely gorgeous. I'm adding in my lentils. Let's give those a stir through. Now they have been soaking for an hour now, and that is really going to help, as I said, with them cooking at the same time as the rice and just tenderizing. So that is perfect. The other thing we are going to do to make sure that they cook at the same time is to add our water. Now this is hot, just from my kettle. And now what we're going to do is turn up the sear and saute, and then we're going to let those boil away for around 7 minutes. So my 7 minutes are up, and these have softened down nicely. And as you will see, most of the liquid has gone. There isn't very much left now. So what we want to do at this stage is add our rice in. I have rinsed this rice. This is basmati, just a normal white basmati. You can use a brown basmati, which would be more traditional in this, but it does adjust the cooking times quite considerably. So let's stir through the rice. And also I wanted to keep this quite simple because I think most people probably have got basmati rice in their store cupboard. Okay, so in that goes, lovely. Now we're going to want to tip over the liquid because we're going to be pressure cooking. So we need to make sure that we have got enough liquid in there. We're going to add our little lamb koftas over the top, just like that, and close the lid. Now you're going to want to seal your pressure valve, so that's pushed towards the back. Slide over to pressure cook. We're actually going to be using low pressure for this. We're going to go with 12 minutes, and we're going to have a natural release. I've just taken out the lamb and I wanted to show you this lovely rice and lentil dish. It smells absolutely beautiful. Now what I would say with this recipe is don't be tempted to over stir this. If you over stir it, it is all very soft and it can become a little bit cluggy. Just serve it up straight away and it is perfect as it is. And this is what the lamb will look like when that comes out. That should be so juicy and delicious.